Well, check 1 2. Check 1 2. Well, welcome men's OSBA action 2.0. The 2024 season getting set to start. Athlete Institute in Mono, Ontario. I'm Chris McKee. This was supposed to be 2 games, the Orangeville Prep Provincial team versus Fort Erie's second team, and then the Orangeville National team versus Fort Erie. However, due to weather issues down in their neck of the woods, the Fort Erie, Niagara area, those games canceled. And we're going to have Orangeville National, who are wearing the white jerseys with black and gold trim, against Orangeville Prep Provincial in the all-black uniforms with white trim. I'm Chris McKee. Appreciate you tuning in. So many new faces, so many switching, guys from the provincial team moving up. I'm going to have a bit of a challenge here to try to figure out who is who, and it's a little confusing. And so, yeah, there was a whole bunch of transfers as well over the Christmas. None of those guys actually playing in this game. So I'll do my best to fight through this game and see if I can figure out who's who. Any issues with sound, hit me up on Twitter at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE, or check out my Instagram, undrafted_FA. So starting for the Orangeville National team, number 0, Arjun Bardwaj. Ollie Engen is wearing number 1. Number 6 is Caden Stuckey. 22, Remy Tissington. And number 21 is Yan Afeli. Starting for the Orangeville Provincial squad, we got TJ St. Louis out there. Number 0 is Ilan Baldi. It's impossible to see their numbers as well. We got Joel Campbell, who's wearing number 6. Ilan Baldi is wearing number 0. I can't see. Looks like Cassidy Garrick, number 11. It is. And then on the far side, I'll let you know in a second when I see the number. So Bardwaj. These are for Tissington. Orangeville versus Orangeville. So backdoor, Afeli can't get it. Bardwaj out to Engen. Ollie had a wide open look, passed it up. Tissington doesn't. Swish, Remy Tissington. Good start for Orangeville White. I still can't read that number. Looks like Jordan Langley Thomas 3. I can't see the number. Give me a minute. Balde. Shot clock at 3-2. They got to get this up. Campbell, and he's blocked. Picked up by Afeli. Engen, foot on the line. It's going to be 3 either way. Ollie Engen, bang. Back-to-back threes for Orangeville National to start things off. I still can't read this number. It's impossible. It was blocked. Garrick. That's got to be a travel. He's out there sliding around. No call. Either way, it doesn't drop. Engen. Fake to the outside. It drops. And 1. Oliver Engen. So Ollie just explodes by everyone. Nice little head fake looking out to the corner. And now Ollie will try and convert the 3-point play. 8:28 remaining, opening quarter, all-national team right now. Ollie converts 9-0. So 3 field goals in the NFL style, or a touchdown and a safety. Depends how you want to look at it. St. Louis. Looks like Langley Thomas, number 3. And Balde, with 1 second left on the shot clock, is fouled, excuse me. And Balde to the free throw line. Balde gets the Provincial team off the snide, hits a couple free throws. 9-2. Ofeli to Stuckey. Love Stuckey's game. Engen, fadeaway jump shot, doesn't go. And Cassidy Garrett comes up with it. Garrick for 3. Way off. Rebound Stuckey. Caden holds up for Engen. Yanafeli. And Stuckey goes in there, rips it away. Ofeli will try it again. Bingo, Yanafeli. And he's fouled too. So he's going to shoot for the 4-point play. Wow. Well, 12-2. No. They just added the score to the wrong side. They've got the score wrong. It should be 12-2. Now they had it at 9-2. There we go. Thank you. Even the scores table doesn't know which Orangeville is which. And he converts the 4-point play. You don't see too many of them. Saw one in college hoops during the week. Campbell kicked that ball, got away with it. Kieran Mullen, number 30. Kieran from Vancouver. Saw him in the opening game, but I haven't seen much of him since. Well, how about Remy Tisington? Already a couple threes. They keep putting the scores on the wrong side. They just put it again on the Provincial. It's 16-2. Now it's fixed. Thank you. I'm looking at the in-house scoreboard. I don't know what's on the screen in front of you, so. Shot clock winding down. Desperation attempt. It looks like Stuckey's out of bounds. He is. Foot on the line. We're going to see Doug Cameron for the first time tonight. Orangeville Provincial, number 12. And we got a timeout on the floor. Well, I will say this is all very confusing. Well, it's going to be Provincial ball, down 16-2. Orangeville Provincial got to get something going. Well, the changes they made, they should be a significantly better team, even though, they lose David Bottomley, their best player, who's moved up to the national team, which I'm happy for David to be able to kind of get some more help around him. And then they've sent some good young guys back. It's a little bit more balanced team, but we're not seeing it just yet with the national squad of 16-2. Shot clock winded down and then blocked by Afeli. He stepped out of bounds. So is that Campbell? 6? Yeah. So Campbell, that's like 3 times he's let the shot clock run down. He's messing around with his head's down. Pick your head up, make a decision, young man. Afeli's wide open. Just hit a 3 and then converted the 4-point play. Tissington's got a couple threes. Kieran Mullen. And I don't know how he missed that. 6'10", dude. Stuckey, shot clock running down, get it up, hits rim. Mullen comes in and just rips that away. And then Campbell just tossed it out of bounds. Rowan Scott-Smith comes in wearing number 2. He's one of those guys that's moved up from the provincial squad to the national squad. Tissington, a floater. Campbell. And finally, somebody hits a 3. Is that Jordan Langley Thomas, it looks like. I still can't see what his number is. Tissington, catch and shoot. That's ridiculous. Remy Tissington. Kind of awkwardly was falling out of bounds, caught it, no dribble, just put it up and shot the ball. I'll say this again. I still think he's a much better player than Sharma on Fort Erie, who's committed to Virginia. And Remy's not getting the same kind of interest. I don't understand it. You just seen that shot right there. That's Division I shot. Stuckey, 28. Number 22, Kingston Clark, ball in his hand. First time out there tonight, and then denied by Scott Smith. We're going to see Xavier Gentles coming in. Who's wearing number 1 with the black jerseys. And it looks like Roman Henry is at number 15. Not familiar with him yet. Stuckey, Campbell, he's having a nightmare of an opening quarter. He just threw that one to Caden Stuckey. Zach Walker, number 10, also moved up to the national squad. Mullen misses at 2 cracks at it. Three minutes to go, opening quarter, all national squad in the white if you're just joining us. Provincial squad in the black jerseys. Kingston Clark. And then with the shot clock winding down, missed the 10th. And we're seeing David Bottomley for the first time, number 3 as well. Missed. Mullins comes away with it. Bottomley, first attempt. Doesn't drop for him. Arjun Bardwaj back in for Stuckey. Arjun wearing 0. 23-5. 1:40 to go, opening quarter. St. Louis. Xavier Gentles. And Xavier's fouled. He'll shoot some free throws. Bottomley. Zach Walker, his first go. See his range. Zach, one of the promising youngsters here up at Orangeville. 26-5 now. And stolen. Bottomley. And was thinking too much about the guys behind him and dribbled it almost out of bounds, regrouped, and then let's see who the foul was on. Roman Henry at the free throw line. I don't have any notes on him. No, like I said, normally I do plenty of game prep. I was texted this lineup 20 minutes before the girls tip off on my way, just driving along Highway 9. Well, about 40 minutes because I got here 30 minutes before the game. So I had no time to research any of these new players, don't know who they are, what year they are, where they're from. Just going with what I was given. Scott Smith off on his attempt. With 10 on the shot clock, 19.6 left on the game clock. So, well, that's out of bounds. Shot clock now moot. So Bottomley can hold for the last shot of the quarter. And Kieran Mullen drives attacks. He can't buy a basket so far. Stolen by Walker, and that's got to be a foul. Zach Walker foul, so not a smart foul. It's that Roman Henry. You don't foul a three-point shooter with the clock expiring. So Zach Walker just hit that three. Zach, man, this kid can shoot from anywhere in the gym. They put .3 back on, and he's going to shoot 3 free throws, which is always really challenging for me to say. And why are you moving? He's got 3 free throws. He was boxing out, so we should get another attempt here, yeah. So you didn't realize you don't foul a shooter with .3 left, and then you're boxing out on the wrong free throw. Gotta get the head in it. Well, Walker hits that. Well, it was a commendable heave. It actually hit the back of the rim. That's as good a heave as you'll see, but it just didn't drop, unfortunately. So at the end of one, it should be 28-7. They didn't add that free throw that Zach Walker just hit. Well, they still haven't updated the score. I don't know what it is on the screen. It should be 28-7. At the end of one, all-national team. Remy Tissington, a couple big threes. Just too good. Ollie Engen, Yannifelli into the mix as well. All right, back to it. Well, they didn't add that extra point, so we're on 27-7. Engen backdoor to Yannifelli and misses on the alley-oop. Garrick. And then Afeli gets a finger on that, disrupts the shot. He's got great size, long arms, really athletic. And he's active too. He's kind of constantly jumping around, bouncing around out there. Tissington, sharpshooter, doesn't go. Garrick. Campbell. And finally gets one to drop. Joel Campbell. 27-9. Remy underneath to Stuckey. And Stuckey didn't need that extra bounce. If he just caught the lovely bounce pass from Tissington, put it up, he'd have 2 points. When there's a Felly on defense on the 7-footer, still shuts him down. Rangan. And there's a Caden Stuckey. $29-9. Balde. No good from the Provincial squad. Stuckey at the free throw line. It's Caden from Plano, Texas. It's a 2024. Was invited to Team Canada's U19 camp. It's the free throw. 32-9. Campbell. Again, he's got his head down with the shot clock, and he just... Joel's got to get his head up, look at the shot clock, be aware. That's about the 4th or 5th time he's kind of just dribbled around with his head down, and then either puts up an ugly shot or makes one of his teammates put up an ugly shot. There's got to be an internal clock. Balde off on his 3. Well, I'm going to be completely honest. I was so excited to get up. First games of 2024 here in Orangeville, and just the confusion has taken the wind out of my sails. You don't know who's what. There's Ollie Angan with a basket. There's now another team in the Nike YBL, which appears to be the priority, which means these are really kind of like the 2nd or 3rd teams, which is not the Orangeville prep I know. Orangeville, there was pride in being the best team in Canada for many years and dominating the basketball-rich area here in Southern Ontario. You could argue it's the best recruiting ground anywhere in North America, certainly in the top 3 or 4. I've talked to 100 Division I coaches, and they all talk about how elite the talent is. Some of them have said, you could make an argument Toronto's the best, but we're not trying to be the best here. Kind of a weird situation. I don't get it. 34-11. I'm loving the energy from the women's program. I'm just confused with what's going on with the men's program. Engen. Balde off his foot. St. Louis on the alley-oop, doesn't go. Carson Hale, number 8, to Wooters. And Engen's wide open and just stands there and drains it. Ollie Engen, big three, 37-11. Campbell, again with the shot clock expiring, picks his head up in an air ball. 37-11. Wooters take it, line open. Bingo! Evan Wooters, big three, and now a timeout for the Provincial squad. 40-11. National team just pouring it on them. Well, lots of college hoops tonight. Let's see, go on the scores, see what Orangeville alumni are in action. Well, shout out to David Simon. I just saw my guy, obviously the Royal Crown big man from last year, who was the Canadian National High School Player of the Year, the BioSteel All-Canadian, and I think he broke his foot or something. I seen him posted a picture on his Instagram, him in a hospital bed with some sort of cast or something all up and down his leg. So just let you know, we're thinking about you, support you, David. Hopefully you get back from injury soon. One of my favorite players ever to come through the OSBA, and just a great kid, great young man. Scrolling through anyone tonight. UNC Wilmington playing Elon at 7, so that's Shamar Rattan-Mays. They're 11-5 on the season, looking pretty good. Northeastern, whole bunch. We got Alex Nawaga, Coleman Stuka, former Orangeville guys playing against North Carolina AT&T tonight. And of course, Lucas Akota, former Kings Christian player. Campbell short on that attempt. UT Rio Grande Valley. I saw what's the kid? Hassan Akeem, who's one of the Athlete Institute players, hit a game winner for UT Rio Grande Valley. There's Ollie Engen. Portland State on at 8. Keyshawn Saunders. Whole bunch. There's a whole bunch. I'm just looking what I'm going to watch tonight when I get home. Hale. Mullen, the shot clock winding down. And Mullen's fouled hard. He'll shoot some free throws. So Kieran at 2025. He's played with Team BC, the U17 level. Mentioned from North Vancouver. the foul was, because Wooters was nowhere near. I think it might have been the shot clock or something. It wasn't on. One of the things I found strange, the refs made TJ St. Louis take his T-shirt that he had underneath off for the game. I didn't, and there's a bunch of other kids out there with a T-shirt. Is that going to count Campbell and 1? It is going to count. 43-13. Walker. Hale. Hale's got great size. Long player. Walker, you're already seeing how good he is from range. Wooters. They're knocked out of bounds, and Mullen couldn't keep a handle on it. 3 minutes to go at the half. 43-14. Well, Campbell just undressed Wooters, dropped him. Short on that one. It was Roman Henry. Yeah, Mullen fouled again. He'll shoot free throws. 2:34 to go in the half. Felly. Oh, a great pass by Mullen to Stuckey. And Rowan Scott Smith, bingo. All day. 46-14. Yeah, way off. Langley Thomas. Mullen for 3, and he gets into the act. Kieran Mullen, the big man. Well, he couldn't hit a basket from 1 foot away, and then drains that 3 with a nice stroke. 49-14. I got to get someone to help me call this second half, because there's no way I could do try to drag one of these Orangeville girls up and see. Sitting over the other side of the gym. Hale's fouled, can't get the and 1. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Bottomley steals that, and he's fouled. Stuckey, easy lay-in. This is out of control, 53-14. 39-point lead with $1:05 to go. Under a minute to go, opening half. Yeah, Kieran Mullen finally gets one from inside the paint. 55-14, 41-point lead going to half. Stolen by Stuckey. Bottomley, yet to get going, ripped away by Scott Smith. And then it looks like Rowan stepped out of bounds. I don't think he did, but they're just, it's a 41-point lead. You got to give a gift somewhere along the line. Five, four, three. As time expires, it's way off. So Orangeville National just steamrolling Orangeville Provincial, 55-14. I'm going to try to get someone else up here in the booth to help me give an injection of energy for the second half. I'm Chris McKee. See you back in 10 minutes. Here we go. Check 1, 2. Give me a little check 1, 2.
Check 1, 2.
Get a little volume. So make sure that mic is kind of close to your mouth there.
Okay.
You're good. There we.
Like
that's
that?
good right there.
Okay.
And if you want a headphone, that's me. So that's yours. If I'm too loud coming through.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. Well, Chris McKee, joined by Talia Todd, one of the Orangeville Prep women's players. She's going to be doing at least the third quarter. And then we got Shaylin Santo over on the other side here helping out. So you watched the first half. You know, Orangeville national squad and the provincial squad down big. What do they got to do to kind of chip away and get back into this?
It's a tough game. Two very different teams. We got the age group too, which is definitely different. But I think they just have to come up with more defensive energy to kind of turn the game over. But yeah.
All right. So you're dealing with an injury. You didn't play today. What's going on with you?
Yeah, unfortunately a knee injury. I've been out for a while, but hopefully sooner than later I'm working on strengthening the knee. But yeah, something to do with my MCL. But hopefully we're back soon.
What's your time frame roughly?
I'd say maybe like 3-4 weeks.
Okay, that's all right. So you'll get some of the rest of the season. Good
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm loving the energy from the Orangeville Prep women's team. You guys are a good bunch. It's fun to be a part of that team.
Oh, 100%. Especially it being like a new program this year. It's fun to be a part of.
Cool. And what year are you?
I'm in grade 12, so.
How annoying was that? By the way,
yeah.
The excessive buzz on the scoreboard there.
Yeah,
There we
it's
go.
a lot.
There we go. Get the content. There we go.
Oh.
Put a filter on so.
Yeah, come up here, Fiona.
Yeah. Just make sure you don't touch any of the wires there again. So we got half the women's team in here with me. All right, so we're back to it. So out there for the Orangeville national squad is number 21, Yana Felly. Number 1, Ollie Engen. 0, Arjun Bardwaj. 6, Caden Stuckey. And 22, Remy Tisington, who was red hot in the first half. Out there for the provincial squad, that's Joel Campbell, ball in his hand. Xavier Gentles, Cassidy Garrick, Kingston Clark, and who am I missing? Looks like Jordan Langley Thomas. What number is this right here in the black? I can't see it.
0.
It is 0?
Yeah, that's Demetrius.
It's Demetrius.
Yeah.
Okay, where's that? So, it's 8. He's got number 8 on. That's
that's
why.
8.
No wonder I couldn't see it. Well, that's a good start for the provincial squad. So forgive me, that was Demetrius Woodward. I had him. I couldn't read the number in the first half.
That's Remy with the ball.
Well, Tisington for Engen. He's got the size advantage. He's got to recognize. And he just blows by Campbell off the glass,
Hey.
Ollie Engen.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
So Garrick leaves it for Campbell. Campbell's a 2027, I believe. Young guy. Clark, one of the new additions. Shot clock at 3. And they get the roll, Cassidy Garrick. So Orangeville provincial squad coming out. Some energy here to start the second half.
That's what they needed.
Did he call 8-second
seconds.
violations? You got to be kidding me.
No way.
Well, Tisington a little too casual on that one, so everything going the way of Orangeville Provincial. Are you fighting sickness?
I am a little, actually.
Yeah,
it's going around.
I had it for like a month, so don't worry. It shouldn't come back to me by now. Well, 57-19. So timeout on the floor, Orangeville Provincial. So you're from Barrie area originally?
Barrie, yeah.
And so are you living in this neck of the woods now, or do you kind of make the journey down? Are you still living at home, or?
Yeah, so I live with like a billet family with one of the girls, Fiona, on the team.
Okay.
With Ken and Stacy, they're actually scorekeeping the game tonight. But yeah,
So you guys are roommates then?
Yeah, we live
Okay.
together.
And who's the family you live with?
They're scorekeeping.
Oh, the
Ken
Ken
and
and Stacy. Oh, okay, nice. Yeah, good.
Yeah. It's nice. It's a good home, good environment. We like it.
Any dogs, cats in the house?
Yeah, there's actually 2 dogs, and they don't shut up. I'm not going to lie.
Are there big dogs?
Yeah, very big dogs.
So how long you guys been in that 6 months, okay.
Yeah,
Well, the
6
dog
months
should
old.
know you by now, right?
Yeah, that's what you think.
So I told this story during the broadcast. A couple months ago, I helped rescue a dog. I was down just eating lunch by the water by my house, and I was a stray dog, and I got him in my car easily, and then we reconnected him with the owner fairly quickly. And I figured out, because he lives in the area right by the beach where I go, and I figured out where he lives, and now I secretly go and say hello to the dog. I have this secret relationship with the stray dog because he
That's
recognizes me.
Yeah,
right?
dogs are smart. Dogs
Yeah.
are smart.
His name's Pablo. He's my homeboy. Off on that attempt, and Bardwaj is out of bounds, and it's still going to be provincial ball. 57-19, 8:14 to go. So in broadcasting school, they always tell you time and score, time and score.
Yeah.
Keep repeating that. So I'm trying to teach here as well. We're calling the game as well. It's well, on TV, not necessarily, because they can see. On radio, though, they say like every 60 to 90 seconds, time and score.
Because they can see.
Campbell, shot clock winding down. Provincial, ooh, take that. That's Kingston Clark. So they looked a little bit out of sorts, and then Clark just puts it up. Much needed. And it wasn't the alley-oop highlight reel we wanted, but Yanafelli still counts for 2.
Yeah, I think the provincial team has to work more on not reaching on defense, more on moving their feet. Hey, that's good.
There's Joel Campbell. So he had a tough first half, and he's looking good here in the second half. Much needed 3 for the provincial squad. Tissington to Stuckey. Engen just blows by everyone. Ollie Engen, he's having a night. So Ollie had, what was it? I think they said 13 at the half. He was the high scorer.
He's had 4 since second half has started.
There you go. You're keeping track. That's good. I can't. It's impossible to kind of keep track of all that while you're.
Yeah.
See, when I do TV, we have a screen. I have a producer in my ear telling me. They have what's called a spotter.
Okay.
So I'll have someone standing next to me writing notes to me, being like, hey, he's on 20, he's 24 points tonight. So they kind of, it's a little bit easier when you got all that help.
Yeah, much
Here,
easier.
I just plug in and roll.
Yeah. Good look. Zach with the 3. Oh, not good.
So Zach Walker, one of the youngsters who's just moved up to the national squad. So Caden, that's not a dude you want to get into it with.
No.
Caden Stuckey's a big dude.
He's big.
Yeah. And so tread lightly, Orangeville Provincial, poking that bear.
Yeah, you see, like, it's an obvious size advantage between teams.
Keep it pointed towards you if you can. Engen, shot clock winding down. Walker's got to recognize. Little Euro step and a teardrop. Zach Walker, that was sweet.
That was tough.
So Campbell, you can see he can dribble. Engen sniffs that out. Orangeville National back the other way. So if you're just joining us, Orangeville National, white jerseys with black trim. That's Yanafelli from 3 misses. Orangeville Provincial, black jerseys with the white trim. The games with Fort Erie canceled due to weather. This is an official OSBA game now. This was supposed to be happening next week, I think on the 30th, so they just pushed this ahead to today.
Ooh. Good kick out.
Clark too strong, and here's a Felly.
Good
Engen
find.
bouncing around, and a wrestling match ensues. What are they saying? A Felly was out of bounds? Is that the call? No, they're calling a foul on him.
Yeah.
So you guys are all in school together with these guys and stuff as well?
Yeah, we are. Mm-hmm.
Who's the biggest troublemaker of the lot?
Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, there's a couple of them.
A Felly.
Hey!
Oh, there's get your phones out. There's Yanafelli. They've been wanting that alley-oop. It's the 3rd time they tried it. It finally works. A Felly just freakishly athletic. This guy can jump out the gym.
Yeah.
And he's got those long
And
arms. Ooh, that's Campbell again, and 1. So Campbell came to play. It looks like he got the message at half, whatever was said to him. And he's having a nice second half.
Yeah.
That's the thing with youngsters. You know, this kid's got all the talent in the world. A bit of a tough first half, and then now he's showing you what he is in the second half.
Yeah. It's working on the consistency, too. Yeah.
So you got another year left?
So I'm in grade 12, so I graduate this year, but I'm most likely taking a 5th year.
Yeah, do a lap year,
Yeah.
yeah. You're going to be back with Orangeville?
Yeah, most likely.
Okay. You're not at transfer market yet? We're not there now?
Not there yet.
Now, my son's just put his name in the transfer market. He plays university soccer.
Okay.
And I didn't realize how stressful it is as a parent, you know, hoping that there's going to be an opportunity somewhere else.
Yeah.
And there's Arden Bardwaj, nice little lay-in. So 40-point ball game, all Orangeville National.
Hey.
Campbell, 5, 4. You can see his first step, explosive. Just doesn't go for him.
What class is he? He's
I
young.
I think he's a 2027.
Yeah, he's young.
Which it just feels like 7 years away from me. Like,
Yeah.
what do they call it? A travel on Stuckey. Yeah, his feet were shuffling in there. And also, you know, when the score's like this, Orangeville Provincial is going to get every call imaginable.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless the ref is completely soulless. And and miscommunication, knocked out of bounds.
I know these teams are recently put together, so I think the chemistry aspect are definitely just coming.
Bardwaj to Stuckey. It's a good battle, him and Doug Cameron. Good ball movement. Ollie's got to put this up now. 3, 2, put it up, Ollie. Little baseline jump shot. Stuckey rips it away. And the follow, Caden Stuckey. One thing he's got to get rid of is that dribble. So he caught that. There's no need to dribble that ball.
Yeah.
Put it right back up.
Yeah. Ooh, Jordan for a 3.
Did we see who that was? What number?
Jordan, I don't know last name.
It's Jordan Langley Thomas. Walker.
Hey.
Yeah, drives the lane, Zach Walker.
He's a fun player to watch. Yeah,
He looks young, too, you know what I mean?
definitely. Jordan for another 3? No, no good.
We got TJ St. Louis out there who's he just turned 16, but he's 7 foot tall, so he doesn't look where Zach looks like,
Not
you know.
at all. When I found out he was 16, I was blown away.
And he just turned 16,
Yeah.
as his dad was telling me last week. Corner 3 misses from Arjun. Angan follows. Is not going to count, though. Is it? It is going to count. So Ollie Angan and 1. A little anticlimactic on my call, but
Subs coming in.
Ollie will shoot to convert to 3. It's Kieran Mullins back in. David Bottomley, one of my favorite players in the OSBA. Love his game.
Me as well. He's a fun player to watch, too. Highest scorer in OSBA, pretty sure.
Is he?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. Well, I think that's going to change a little bit now that he's moved up to the national squad.
Yeah, definitely.
So he's got to find a way, how to work into this rotation. But 2, also, I think he's going to have a lot more open shots because on the provincial squad, 5 minutes into the game, everyone knew, all right, he's their dude.
Yeah.
And so he's going to have a little bit more freedom, I think, to take some shots. We'll see.
Definitely, yeah. And you have guys kind of that have the IQ there on the national team, so it's definitely going to be easier for him to play. And I like seeing him and Zach play together, too.
Shot clock winding down. Bottomley with the clock expiring on cue.
Go.
David Bottomley. I always say started from the bottom. Now we're here. Right?
Yep. Yeah, he comes off the bench nice.
And the response from Orangeville Provincial. Is that Jordan Langley Thomas in? Well, that's Demetrius Woodward.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I cannot read these numbers on the back. It's impossible.
It's hard. They all look like zeros.
Yes. Thank you. And that's not just the blind old man.
No, yeah, I agree.
You got some young, healthy eyes here. So how much college hoops do you watch?
I watch a decent amount. Honestly, I watch more of like NCAA than I do like WNBA or NBA.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm gonna watch your Raps. They had a lot
And
of
are you
trades
watching
this year.
women's NCAA or men?
Both, but
Both, yeah,
mostly women's.
What'd you think of the UConn TMU game there a couple weeks ago?
Oh God, no! I went to it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the Orangeville.
You guys were all down there?
Yeah, Orangeville women's team went to it.
Well, get your
Kieran?
phones out.
Hey.
Kieran Mullen with power. So you guys were in the stands for that?
Yeah, we
Nice.
were. I think everyone knew that the score was going to be that drastic, but it was definitely a fun game to watch. I'm a big Paige fan, so it was nice seeing her in person.
Well, I know Aaliyah Edwards well. I called her games
Yes.
for years, and I got to know her pretty good. I know her mom, Jackie, too. It's my buddy. Mullen misses.
Cassidy, short.
Nice feed from Bottomley. Mullins again.
Another one.
Back-to-back
Hey.
dunks. Little hang, no technical on that. Ref's putting the whistle away. Ball day, kick out. That's Cameron.
Douglas.
No good. 80-33, 24 seconds to go, third quarter. Bottomley. So there's about a 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, so Bottomley can essentially hold for the last shot of the quarter.
Yeah, I think he'll do something with it. They need a little more movement on the floor. Go up.
And it's going to be a foul call. No, possession
Jump ball.
arrow with 1.5 to go. Well, Chris McKee with Talia Todd making her broadcasting debut here on the Orangeville Prep YouTube stream. Any plugs you got? Any Instagram plugs or anything?
Ooh,
You want people
yeah.
to check out your highlights?
Twitter, talia.tt, and then
Twitter.
Instagram, @Talia Todd.
Well, that one
hit the
tossed
top.
into the rough. So at the end of 3, all Orangeville Prep National, 80-33. I'm Chris McKee with Talia Todd. So are you doing the switch? Is Shaylin doing the fourth,
Yeah.
or what? Is that what's going on?
Shaylin
All
is
right.
going to hop
Well,
in.
thank you so much. I appreciate it. And now we're going to be joined by Shaylin Santo,
Thank you
who
for
had a big
having
night
me.
tonight. How many threes you have?
Ooh.
3? Just 3 tonight? Look at you, eh? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. So we got the Orangeville women's team in the booth with me, Fiona Madigan. We just had Talia Todd there, and now Shaylin Santo. This is your broadcasting debut?
Oh, yeah.
It is? Okay, well, welcome to the booth.
Happy to be here. I am.
So where are you from originally?
Tottenham, if you know where that is.
Yeah. Okay.
So I drive about 15 minutes to here every day, and
that's
then
not bad.
another 10 minutes to school.
And you got your license?
Oh, yeah.
Nice, yeah. Yeah, my son, he just got it this summer at like age 19, almost 20. So he finally got his driver's license. But I didn't mind because as a dad, it allowed me to still drive him to practice in
Yeah.
games, so I still felt like a dad. Now that he drives himself, I don't feel like a dad anymore. I'm like, I'm
I got my
useless.
license as soon as possible,
yeah,
just
yeah.
the freedom.
Well, when you live in Tottenham, you know, it's
There's
a little...
nothing to do there.
Yeah. So 80-33. What year are you?
I'm grade 12 this year.
So are you going to do a lap year? Or
Probably not.
No?
I'm not sure what my plan is yet.
Okay. University, college? What are you thinking?
University.
Yeah. Well, my son's at Algoma. I know they're looking for players. You want me to put the word in? Let me know.
I've already started like my applications, and I've gotten a few acceptances into university.
Cool.
I'm just still talking with coaches.
You want to play ball? Yeah. You should. You can play university ball. Keep playing. You know, I say this to any, you know, all my son, whatever, all his friends, is like, milk this as long as you can. I was talking about this last night. I was doing OSBA down at Redeemer versus Niagara, and it's like the real world sucks. Stick in this world as long as you can. Keep balling, keep hooping, and there's plenty of time to get out in that real world.
I think during the COVID years when I couldn't play on a team, that like showed me how much I want to just play.
Keep
So,
playing, yeah. Well, yeah. Drop an email to the Algoma coach. I'm telling you, they need bodies up there, and you'll play.
Where is that?
It's in Sault Ste. Marie.
How far?
It's in Pickering. It's like 8 hours.
Oh.
So from you, it might be like 6.5, right?
Okay.
But I mean, they play in the OUA West, so you'll go down and play Western and Laurier and Waterloo and all that stuff. So all right, let's get to it. 80-33. Chris McKee with Shaylin Santo. We'll get the Orangeville women's team in the booth with us. Of course, don't forget, drop them a follow on Instagram. What is it? Orangeville Prep WBB?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah. And when's your next home game up here?
We play Excel home game on the 30th.
That's been the rescheduled one?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure they let me know about that, because that's not in my schedule. Because I was looking forward to doing that game last week. You guys are pretty close together. And
yeah. We have a few away games coming up soon as well.
all right. We got Alex Peacock seeing his first minutes, number 24. There's a lay in Joel Campbell. So he's looking good in the second half. Evan Wooters. Bottomley. Bottomley wants to have a go at some of his teammates here and add to his stat total.
Yeah. I'm sure it's a lot different for him playing on this team than before.
Wooters misses on his three. Oh, unlucky. Stepped out of bounds. So 80-35, all-national squad. So did you guys ever see the Anyone's Game TV show? Did you watch it, the Orangeville TV show?
No, I haven't.
You don't know that we had a TV show on CBC? Oh. You got to check it out. There's like 6 episodes. It follows Orangeville's 2019-2020 team. This was just before all the COVID nonsense.
Oh.
Yeah, we were on CBC. We're famous.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
You got to check. It's on. You can find it on some of the, I think it's CBC Gem and one of the documentary channels. And the shot clock expires. It's going to be provincial ball. Yeah, that year, I think it was like all 12 dudes ended up in the NCAA, the entire team. It was really good. And one of them, he went to Division II because he's an American guy, but he now plays Division I football. Instead, he switched to football after.
I wonder if he played football growing up, or if it was.
He didn't. He wanted to. His mom wouldn't let him because he didn't want him to get hurt. But I think once he got older, he said, "Mom,
Yeah.
I'm 6'8", 260. I'm playing football." That's Dyson Frank. He's now at University of Nevada. Long three attempt out rebound, Kieran Mullen. Walker. Wooters. Orangeville Provincial. They got to just start putting up some shots. It's a good battle here, Campbell and Bottomley. And corner three in and out. Peacock. Put it up, big man. Alex Peacock gets his first points.
I feel like once the provincial team just starts getting some chemistry, they'll get everything together and start playing more like a team.
So is John going to be the head coach of that team now?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Wooters off on his attempt. Walker. Oh, that's a nice little find. Rebound Peacock, but has his pocket picked. Oh. Well, the Harlem Globetrotters just showed up. Carson Hale finishes. That was delicious.
Yeah.
That behind the back from Zach Walker was sweet. You got any of that in your game?
Not like Zach.
Campbell again. So Campbell's got to be approaching 20 points or so. Most of this is all him in the second half.
And he's young, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2-on-1, and Mullen just rips that away. Kieran, the big man, you see with his size. Oh, that would have been it. But instead, Carson Hale. You were about to be on Sports Center, and he just kind of let that one get away from him. You know, with a big man running the floor like that is impressive.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's already shown during the game that he can do it, so.
He's going to be gassed now. He's going to want to break. Bottomley, Orangeville's got numbers. Oh.
Oh.
And David will shoot some free throws.
Lots of subs coming in.
So did you get any of that flu sickness that was going around over Christmas?
Not over Christmas. I had it. Oh, actually, yeah, right before Christmas break.
I had the worst flu I've had in years. It was like 4 weeks long, just wouldn't go away. And it like put a wrench in. I was like, I couldn't work out, or I was still running and stuff every day. But then as soon as that, you're like, that's it. I don't want to lift any weights. It's like kind of get a little bit out of shape. And it's not how you want to start the year. You always want to like, I'm new year, new me. No, I'm getting fatter and lazier because I've been sick.
Yeah, I was just tired because I wanted to be here every day for practice, but I don't want to get my teammates sick.
Sweat it out. It's the best way. I went for a run today. I did I was a little rushed, so 5.5K in -10.
Wow.
Shot clock at 10 from deep. Ooh.
Ooh.
Who's that? What number is that? Is that 15? It's like Roman Henry.
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Roman Henry for 3. It's one of the new guys. I have no info on him. Rowan Scott Smith, not new. And Stuckey had 3 dudes on his back, and he still got the ball.
Little rivalry going here.
Yeah, you don't think you'd see that between, you know, the kind of brother teams. Scott Smith passed it up. Tissington ain't gonna. Stuckey, left-hander. So we've got Duncan Muka out there as well for the first time today, number 15. His brother David, obviously, part of this program years ago, and then went on to play in the NCAA.
Oh.
Played at Lamar. He was the Southland Defensive Player of the Year, then transferred to UNLV. I think Stacy was saying he's in the G League now, I believe. So. There's so many kids that came that were saying, I was just watching highlights here, that there's a kid at UT Rio Grande Valley that I forgot played here. I'm like, why do I know that name? Because he had a buzzer beater. It was on all over social media. I'm like, oh, because he's a former Orangeville kid. It's like, there's so many.
Yeah.
Well, that's when it was Orangeville, and then they had Athlete Institute red and black, and he was on one of the AI
that
teams.
was a long time ago.
Yeah. It's like 2019, 20, around there. 86-42. Clark, another one of the new guys. And Tissington, he's going to get called with a foul on that? He got no ball. 5 minutes to go. So if you had a dream school, what would it be?
I don't even know.
No family lineage, like no mom and dad went to any kind of school that you're like, hey, my parents went to X school and like to go there or something, nothing like that?
Not really. Like when I was younger, I wanted to be a lot like my parents, but now like I'm just my own person. I don't want to really follow after them.
Did they play
like
any
that.
sports, mom and dad?
Not my mom. My dad, on the other hand, played like everything.
Right.
He got me into basketball. He coached my brothers through hockey.
Stuckey. You know, he was so wide open, I don't think he knew what to do with himself when he turned around. Remy, just such a quick trigger. I wish I could shoot like that. Garrick. Campbell for Henry. And Cassidy Garrett, corner 3. Orangeville Provincial not going away just yet.
I like that they'll keep on battling till the end.
Ooh, Roland Scott Smith, the response. 1-3, and then back the other way, another. Well, this is where you find out who your dogs are. Both sides. Ooh. You know, who can stay focused even when you're up 40, and who's still got the dog in them when you're down 40.
Yeah.
.350 to go. And Xavier Gentles coming back in. Speaking of a guy that could play football, for real, you know, he's got that body. I coached high school and club football for 8 years, and I'm like, hey, this kid, if the hoops don't work out for him, get him a helmet and shoulder pads. And stepped out of bounds.
Lots of them have been stepping out of bounds, but it's weird because you think they'd know the lines on their own court.
The home team, yeah. Every time the visitors come up here, I say it every single broadcast I do, whether it's girls games or boys games. Each opposing team gives up somewhere between 6 to 12 points a game just by not knowing where the lines are. And when you kind of do the math on that, that's a lot of points, you know. And so you got to kind of know where you are. So anytime you walk into any gym, always walk
yeah,
that
I've
line.
heard to do that.
Yeah. And practice your free throws, because no team does that. It drives me insane. Stuckey, take the 3, big man. Wooters with the shot clock expiring. Evan Wooters, 92-46. So Orangeville trying to hang 100 on their brother school or brother program. Here's Stuckey. And 1, Caden Stuckey. So you want to talk about, the dogs here. So you know he's going to get someone hammer him, right? He's a big boy. He can take that. They just kind of let it happen. And so you'd like to see him get a bit more physical. Tottenham. What's the population of that?
Not a lot.
You don't know?
Not
So in your
a lot.
grade school, how many kids were in your class?
Like in high school, my own
No,
high
your
school,
grade school.
I went to a really small school, like just a couple hundred people.
So how many in your class, though?
In our class, it would be like 20 to 30.
Oh, okay, that's
It'd be
normal.
like average
yeah.
classes, just
Wasn't
not
like,
a lot.
hey, there's 8 kids. I'm not one of those towns, no?
But
See, I'm from Scarborough, so it's a little,
yeah. Even my high school, though, compared to others, was really small.
Which high school did you go to before?
St. Thomas Aquinas.
Okay.
It's a lot different than Orangeville.
How many kids in Orangeville High School? Like 2,000 is a big one?
It's pretty big.
Yeah. Just over 2 minutes to go. Stuckey comes away with it. He's got Wooters taken, man. He just hit 1-3. Ooh.
Just short.
Remember his brother Luke used to be up here.
He has 2 older brothers that were here.
Who was the other one?
I'm pretty sure he's sitting down here.
Is he? Okay.
I can't remember his name.
There's so many. Like I said, I get lost. Stuckey in and out.
The white team has been doing really good at rebounding, offensively and defensively.
Oh, Muka in and out. So if you're Orangeville National, you want to get to 100.
Yeah.
Just for the sake of it. It's a nice round number. Well, you want to talk about an ambitious pass. Evan Wooters doing his best Jason Kidd impersonation. That was ridiculous. He's out there looking like Pat Mahomes. Does that make you Taylor Swift? Did you see her doing the dance at the last game? She had the whole dance doing, kind of singing her song with her. It was out of control.
I haven't seen it, but I can just imagine.
Well, you know, she's because her supposed boyfriend's on the Kansas City Chiefs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
Oh,
He was going. He wanted Kieran Mullins to get the highlight reel dunk. So you can see Dave Barrow not too pleased. And Muka underneath. 99, 52.5 to go. One more. You got to make it a clean 100.
One more basket.
Well, while we're running out of time here, Shayla, any plugs for you? Where can people find your highlights? Any recruiting profile?
Can hit me up on Instagram. It's just Shaylin Santo, if you know how to spell that.
Do you use any of those recruiting sites?
I haven't really.
No, they're useless. Don't.
Yeah.
I paid one for my son. It was useless. $1,000 I can't get back. Yeah.
I just have clips on Instagram and some on YouTube that I share with
That's
coaches.
it. Yeah. Well, you got a couple today. You can rip some couple big threes.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going for it. You got to put it up. And they're just letting it dribble out. So somewhere there's compassion in the world of basketball. Well, I appreciate you, ladies, for joining me in the booth. Both you guys, you kind of made this second half a little bit more inspired for me, and that'll do it. So the national squad, and that's going to count. It should count. 99-50, if the scorers have any compassion. Chris McKee with Shaylin Santo, any closing thoughts before we let you go?
I don't know.
What's it going to take to beat Jay Addison on the Trillium side? Can you guys think you can do it in the playoffs?
I think we have the potential. We had a really bad game against them. I think we just came out really scared, but we need just to be more confident. And
so I did the commentating for one of their games. The two twins, the tall white girls, they do the same move every time, the spin move. Mm-hmm. So just wait for it. Like, just know it's coming. But watch out, because the two of them come with their elbows like this. You might get chopped and you might get, but I think they're definitely beatable. So.
Yeah, they're a very athletic team, but I think we have the potential to compete with them.
So what's the playoff situation like? How many teams get in? Do you know how that works yet?
I think it's the 8th and 9th seed play in, and then it's kind of...
So will you get a chance to go play against, like, the top division or no? Because they did that last year. Kind of like if you won, the second division, they would give you a chance to get into the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So they're not doing that this year?
I'm not sure.
No? Okay. All right. Well, hey, I appreciate you ladies joining me. Until next time, we'll see you guys back up here next week.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.